So we will see how this goes. This is a hand that I want to keep. Because of the Desperado early, I only have 2. And because of the early Mimic. But I would need to at least have a Knight for my early pressure, so I'll mulligan. And still no Knight. But that's okay. I really wish I had a sure gamble to get some of this economy out early. Especially because I have to keep up with that Weyland engine. Not really getting any. Oops. Okay. So to start my turn, it's not the dirty laundry. I may have to go with pro contacts and start looking for the key cards I need. Chin being one of them. Morningstar I do need to see early so that I can trash it and hope to do a retrieval run later. I should probably draw again. Ooh. I'm just gonna take credit and trash Morningstar. So now at least next turn I can get Daily Cast out and keep searching. I need to get Knight early. I need to get Retrieval Run early before Archives gets closed off. And I need to figure out... Oh, nice. Okay. That helps. Don't need another Procon. Or another Gen. Okay. So next turn's gonna be Desperado, Daily Casts, and a run on HQ. Kinda trying to avoid a C source. But actually no, I shouldn't do that. I'll wait till I have more money first. He's only up 1-0. Basically I don't want to steal any agendas or make a successful run until I'm ready. Witness tampering. Oh, his bad pub is gone now. With that new godlike card. Okay. I'm going to install Jin. Draw. Liberated. And draw. This is not good. So on my retrieval run, a Mimic. My mouse is dead. Okay. I'm getting all the economy, just nothing that I can use. Yeah, here we go. I'm falling very far behind. Geothermal. Finally my retrieval run. So I'll go Desperado first. Still don't want to make a successful run though, but You know what? I won't retrieval first. I'll save it for next turn. Again, who knows what he has. Playing Weyland, you kinda gotta... Nice. Playing Weyland, you gotta kinda relax. Can't get too crazy. He has more money than me still. And there's Jackson, okay. I'm not too worried now. So I'll go retrieve my Morningstar. And get a buck back. Morningstar is out. Draw a card. Don't need that. Draw a card. Don't really need Katie right now either. And I'll toss Knight out for now. Just to get him to hold off and drop me an agenda for the moment. Because I am behind 3-0. Restructure. Oh yeah. Money ain't a thing. Money ain't a thing. Got Keyhole. Have Knight. Just need to get my suite going. So again, I'm just looking for a hedge in the Yogg. But first, I'll grab a data sucker. Another retrieval, which I do not need right now. Let's go ahead and grab a token while I still can. And gain a buck. Oh yeah, get rid of retrieval run. This really sucks. I know one of these is going to be caduceus. So. I'm still getting some sound issues. It's not it. Jackson. His hand's probably getting pretty flooded. At least I would hope. Yeah, straight over archives. As I expected, so I tried to get that token early. I still have Knight to get me another one. If I do need it. I could just host Knight here, either way. At least that's freeing up HQ. I do want to check what's over R&D for late game Keyhole. But I don't want to do that until I have my Mimic, who is just evading me at the moment. Try one more. No. Throw down Hemorrhage. And I could Dirty Laundry Jackson just to get him to get rid of it, but there's probably no point in doing that, so I will just drop Katie for now. Again, this deck doesn't really worry about money. Yeah, he's got something good there. Oh, wow. Never mind. So now it's probably time to make some runs. I'll throw knight here. And dirty laundry it. I doubt he'll res. Then again, he has money to do whatever he wants. Yeah. Data pikes and cost me $4. -1 bad pub and I gain 1 back, so really $2. Plus my gain from dirty laundry. Agenda. Scorch. Okay. So knowing that he has Scorch, I'm going to want to get more money. Finally. Thank you. And there's my Yogg. So I'll get some more money. Just so I have more than he does. Avoid the flat line. At least I have Yogg now, so that covers barriers and code gates because I have enough counters here. Plus I got hemorrhage ready to go. Almost. After one more run. Just gotta hope that this isn't a sentry. Okay. Here's where things get interesting. He's at 4. I'm pretty much gonna have to guess which one I can beat. Early game, I'm thinking this would be a barrier and this would be something else. So it'll be Yogg, host knight, and run here. See what we get. Hopefully I guessed right. Archer. Guessed wrong. Oh my goodness. Yeah, why wouldn't it be an archer? Okay, so he's gonna trash 2 programs. I'm assuming one's gonna be Jin and the other one will be... who knows? Aw shit, he says. Why? Forgot to declare no res. True, because I could have jacked out. Right. That is right. In that case, I will take a rewind. See what he wants to do. Of course.
Login rejected.
Okay. So we jack out of that. That's cool. He was good about it. Ugh. That's an agenda though. I don't really have a way of getting through anyway. So that's just gonna be a draw. And can't afford to get this other knight out. Hemorrhage. Yeah. Should be -2. should have been -2. So he should be at 28 bucks, but he has so much, I'm not even gonna bother nitpicking. It's just Octagon. I guess I gotta keep hunting for Mimic. Or I could host Knight here and just go for it. Actually, no, I can't. That is not installed directly before or after. So I'd have to move Knight 1, then move Knight 2, run on 3. I really just want to find my Mimic, to be honest. Or I could try running HQ. But then again, the odds that he has a sentry just waiting there are pretty high. Still no Mimic. Still no Mimic. There's a Vamp, which I don't need. At the moment, anyway. I'm thinking I'll drop the second Knight. So he's likely to score this now. I think I only have 2 Mimics, that's probably why I can't find it. Yeah, just 2. And no way of tutoring for it. Goes with Jackson. Haven't really got a use out of Hemorrhage yet. I need to start pushing for successful runs to try to force him to trash some cards. But I mean, at this point, it might not really help. So this HQ is now 3 deep, and Mimic is really what's holding me up right now. Once Mimic comes out, I'm going to trash Hemorrhage and throw down Keyhole and just go for the Keyhole win. But like I said, until I find Mimic, that's, well, it's a trap anyway. Until I find Mimic, that's going to be very difficult to do. Okay. This is nuts. It's nothing. Just take the $4. I'll trash the sucker. Medium. I'm not gonna bother with. And I don't think that other liver would have 2 lucky finds, so this is rough. Okay, it's only a 1-pointer. Still at 4. Which means he probably has an archer sneaking around over R&D, or probably HQ. I want to look for Mimic, but this is taking way too long. Get rid of Jackson first. Try to. Yep.
Login rejected.
search once for Mimic. Still nothing. Gonna try to hit R&D. Assuming Caduceus is gonna pop up. No, Data Raven. He could just outtrace.
Login
No, I won't
rejected.
take the tag. Try to find Mimic again. There's another Morningstar. I know I didn't trash one, so this is crazy that I still have yet to see it. There's 14 cards left. Jeez. Why not? You might as well. Wow. Clearly this just wasn't meant to be. Oh yeah, no clicks left. So she can go. $42. Can't spend it on anything. As soon as Mimic comes out, he's getting vamped. It's just until then. Until then, I can't do too much to him. There's another agenda. So I need to top draw Mimic right now. Actually, this is not bad. I just need to get rid of something. And I don't really want to get rid of any of these. If I just move it 1, 2, and try to YOLO it. Or even guess right on one of these and go for the vamp. Let's try that. Let's go for it. See what happens. Shadow. Trace 3, he's gonna gain $2. Take a tag anyways, so screw it. I'll break both. 1, 2. On to the next one. Does not res. This I break for free with Yogg. So that works. I'll activate it, make him lose his $15. So at least I know we can't res that. Sorry. And then my last click, I don't want to make a run with my tag. Just gotta make sure you can't get any money right away to scorch me or anything. You can get 1, 2 and get rid of pro contacts, but who really cares? Actually, no, I'll just clear it. Just in case. I can vamp him again if need be. So that's one of the good things about this deck. I get a lot of money, and if HQ's open at all, then I'm going straight in. Goes back up to $3. Now what's good about that is I can host Knight on Archer now and run that way. But of course I'll lucky find first. And they say you shouldn't run on last click, but or should I go for Knight? Sorry, for Mimic. Go for Mimic, install, and then run. But no, I'll lucky find first. Host there. And run it. I'm assuming he's not gonna read. Oh, never mind. RSVP. Can't spend credits. Yeah, I need to break that. So RSVP Yogg, and this has 4 subs. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice. At least we're on the board. Jeez. If he does anything crazy for money, it's gonna be another vamp. I should have been clicking Katie. Try to get my money ready. Power shutdown. 2 or lower. Guess the only option is Data Sucker. Let me just check. And I still have one on my deck, so that's okay. 2 or lower. Yeah, Data Sucker. That's the only thing with this deck, it doesn't have hardware. Or I could get rid of Knight and drop another one. I'll get rid of my Knight. Make him feel safe. Because I need these tokens, obviously, for RSVP and other things. Okay, there's another Yogg. You know what? Click Katie, and then Hemorrhage. Discards a card, and this game does not like me today. Does not like me. Where is Mimic? 8 cards left. Takes $3, and that's me. Prep Katie. Draw. Finally. Install. And finally can break. Yeah, I got more money than you. Let's run it on last click. So 1, 2. It's not res, and this is free. Just get me a token. This is gonna get me another token on hemorrhage. I'm only seeing one card, but hey, there's an agenda. So this deck is really built for late game. This is, I find, is when I win well, I haven't lost with this deck yet, and they've all come in the late game, where I'm down and I fight back, get a successful vamp, and then move from there. And so once this strategy stops working, I'm gonna vamp and then go for the keyhole win. Then again, he only has 14 cards left, so hemorrhage is gonna help me out a bit there in keeping his options limited. HQ is pretty much free. What he needs to do, and I don't think he realizes, is to just waste a turn and clear counters. But I think he's too broke at the moment. But yeah, I really need to win before he makes that decision. This is free. See another card from his hand. I'm hoping he's just hoarding agendas. There's another one. And then try that again. And this is pretty much for the win. If I don't get it, I'm just gonna hemorrhage him and make him toss a card. But I have a good feeling about this. There it is. Good game. Once a full rig comes out, this deck is really hard to stop. And that vamp, yeah, I find that usually wins me the game. They get really comfortable. They put crappy cards over HQ, and yeah, it takes me a while to dig for my cards, but I'm digging and I'm getting money every time I do it. I like to drop a liberated accounts and just use that here and there. Kind of give off that my tempo is really slow. Again, let the corp get a bit comfortable. And once I get to like $30–$35, that's when things start to happen. I see my vamps. I have Knight if my full suite isn't out yet. The Knight gives me that early pressure. And if you leave an opening, you're going to get vamped. I don't mind spending 20–25 credits on a vamp. As long as I come out with more money than you do, I'm pretty much happy there. I'll take the tag gladly because you're not going to do anything to me when you have $0. And then from there, that just completely stops the corp's tempo. I don't think he scored another agenda since the vamp. He rezzed one piece of ice, which was RSVP. And at that point I had tons of tokens. Hemorrhage was good to go, and Keyhole was sitting in my back pocket, and I had $24. So I had tons of options. His were very limited. If it did come down to me having to Keyhole, yeah, I would need to take a tag every time I hit Data Raven. But I do still have Parasite in my deck that I would give up Yogg to host Parasite there. Get rid of Data Raven in one turn, make a run, see what happens. If that doesn't work, retrieve a run, get Yogg back. So the options are there. It takes a lot longer out of Anarch because I don't have things like Clone Chip, and I'm not running test runs or anything like that to get stuff out when I want it. I don't even have special order. It's all just luck of the draw, hoping to see Morningstar early and trash it early, and then go for that quick retrieval run. It sucks when you play a game, you go through all that to get Morningstar out, and you don't see one barrier at all. But for the games when, like my last game, which I didn't stream, you run into a server with 2 Elis and a wall of thorns, and it costs you $3 to get through all of them with Morningstar. It pays off that way. And again, the 2 memory sucks. But I just find I'd rather have Morningstar out and use it on one huge run than to have a corroder out and drain my money over time. You know, spend $20, $25 in one game on corroder when Morningstar would have spent a quarter of that, less even. So that is my Whizzard deck, and now I'm in an issue here because I can't decide what I want to play on in the next tournament, if it's going to be Whizzard or my kit deck. This deck still needs a lot of work. Like I said, I didn't wake up, I was in bed at 12:30 and then just popped out of bed and decided to put this deck together in about 10 minutes. Just because I'd realized that my money issues are now over with Anarch. Even though this costs 2 influence to splash Lucky Find, I find that it's definitely a card that's worth it. So I put this deck together, and I think I've played, this would have been my 6th match with Whizzard, and he's undefeated right now. So kit is also very strong, the kit deck that I'm playing, and it's just, I guess, preference. Anarch is my favorite faction by far, and I neglected them for the past few months because Noise is my favorite identity, and ever since Jackson Howard, I haven't really been able to find success with him because he's really, really streaky. And I just find that Whizzard, having that 3 credits to trash, if it ever comes down to that, is fantastic. Again, just like Morningstar, I didn't get to use these 3 credits ever, so I might as well have been playing a blank identity card. But the day that I run into NBN, which is every tournament at least 2 or 3 times, or I run into Jinteki, which is going to be very likely once Honor and Profit comes out, those 3 credits to trash per turn are going to be massive. So yeah, it just comes down to playing a deck that doesn't necessarily rely on your identity, a deck that's able to do things without having to worry about what your identity is, and then if you get to pop your identity off in a game, that's just an extra perk, I find, especially when you're playing Anarchs at the moment.